Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Aina's Hub. I'm going to teach you each and every subject of engineering one by one, and in this I'm going to start with the CAO subject, which is computer architecture and organization. Many students find this subject very difficult, which is actually very simple if you understand it better and spend little time on it. So let's just have a brief definitions about what is architecture and organization. So CAO is all about architecture and organization of the computer. So what is an organization first? Like whatever the hardware components we have, like mouse, keyboard, monitor, all these things are hardware components which are arranged in a manner so they can get us proper output, like which can implement the architecture. So what is architecture? Architecture means design and functionality of the computer, like how the computer runs, how the computer works is comes under architecture. So this is architecture and organization. In this subject we completely talk about these two topics, so we get more idea about what these two are. So for now this is enough. And according to JNTU syllabus, we have our first chapter named as digital computers. Okay, in this video, we are going to have the introduction of digital computers, types, advantages, disadvantages, and a block diagram. We are not going to make the videos longer, which can irritate you. So, first, what is a computer? Huh? What is a computer? A computer is an electronic device which generally takes an input, process it, and then gives an output. Which takes an input, process it using arithmetic logical unit, memory unit, and control unit, and then gives you an output. This is known as computer. That is the main purpose of the computer. And then in that we have many types of computers. Okay, based on data handling, like how the data is handled, we have three types of computers, which are analog computer, digital computer, and hybrid computer. So analog computers work with continuous data which are not in use right now. We use general computers nowadays which works with binary data like zeros and ones. Okay, and then we have hybrid computers which are used for both the purposes. Okay, like it has features of analog computer and digital computers also. And then we categorized our computers based on size and power. Okay, we have microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer, supercomputer, and workstation computer. Okay, so what is microcomputer? Microcomputers are the computers which are used by individuals, like laptops, desktops, all this comes under the mini microcomputers. And then we have mini computers. These are used by small businesses which are more beneficial than microcomputers, which works more efficiently than microcomputers. These are used for small businesses. Then we have mainframe computers. These are used by large organization, large businesses, which is very beneficial than micro and mini computers. And then we have supercomputers. These are very powerful computers. That is why it is called as supercomputer. So these are used in weather forecasting and scientific simulation. And workstation computers are the most powerful, like compared to all these, this is more powerful. These are also used for scientific simulations and many purposes. This is the most powerful compared to these four. Okay, so now let's discuss about advantages and disadvantages of these computers. So computers have many advantages, like it is very speed to do our work and everything, and it gives us accurate information, which means it the correct information it is giving. And then we have automation. Automation means when a program or instructions are given to it, it does all those things automatically. We need not to give a manual work again after giving a program. So this has an automation. And then we have storage. The digital computer stores the vast storage in the computers, which is very helpful. And then okay, the fifth advantage is multitasking. A computer performs multiple tasks at once. Okay, that is known as multitasking. And then we have communication. Through emails, networking, and all, we have the greatest communication with the computers. We can contact with many people who are around the world using these computer. And then we have productivity. It can be used for multiple calculations and everything in daily life. Nowadays computers play a vital role in life. Even then our people around us, computers play vital role. That's why we always stick to laptops, desktops, phones all the time. Then we have disadvantages, that is, first one is dependence. Humans are completely depending on the computers. Okay, first if we had any problem, we used to think about the solution by our own minds, but now we are completely depending on the internet, completely depending on the computers. If we have any doubt, we directly google it without even thinking about it. So it reducing the human thinking capacity. And then we have health issues. With this we have health issues like we get neck pains, back pains and all that. So it is affecting our health with its radiation and with its blue light from coming from that computer. And then we have cyber security threats like online payments and all these giving us a threat, right? So we can get viruses into our computer. We can there is a huge risk of getting our details to other persons, like personal details going to other people. Then we get unemployment, like computers are solving all the problems of human beings. Then what are human beings for? Which can lead to unemployment. First we used to do everything manually, so we had proper employment, but after that we had to lose employment due to this. So we are becoming unemployed due to the computers. Next, higher initial cost. To install a computer, we are getting higher cost in the initial stages, in the starting stages. Like we have to buy the hardware components, we have to set up the software, and all these things are costing us very much. So that is the another disadvantage of our computer. Okay, now let us see the block diagram of digital computer. Okay, as I said previously, it takes input, it gives output, while process it in between. We have arithmetic logical unit, control unit and memory unit. Okay, so the first input is given to process. Okay, how input is given in a human readable language, then it is converted to machine readable, which means binary. Okay, generally we do not speak in zeros and ones, right? So binary is all about zeros and ones. It converts all our human readable thing into zeros and ones. Okay, then it processes it using ALU, CU, MU. So what is arithmetical logical unit? In ALU we do calculations like addition, subtraction, everything, and it helps us in decision making. So arithmetical logic unit is used for that. Next we have control unit. When set of instructions are given to process, it controls all those. It decodes the information, it executes the information. That's why we use the control unit. Okay, then we have memory unit. Memory unit, as per the name, it stores the data so that it can be used further, and which is helpful to give the output after processing all the information, like doing the calculation, execution and then storing. We get a proper output of a number. Like for an example, if you are giving um, to solve 3 and 4, this 3 and 4 are human readable numbers. Okay, the computer cannot read this. For that it converts this 3 plus 4 into binaries, which are zeros and ones. After converting it into 0 and 1, it gives us an output 7. Okay, after converting it into a machine readable code like zeros and 1 binary, then it gives us output as 7. Okay, so yeah, these are the introduction concepts of digital computer in CAO subject. For further topics, please subscribe to my channel, and if you want to give me suggestions, as this is my first video, please you can give suggestions in the comment box. And please do not forget to like and subscribe the channel so that we can enthusiastically continue this series further, and so that within a span of 1 year we would be able to complete all the subjects related to engineering. I wish this is for all the students. So please subscribe to my channel and comment, like to my video. Meet you in the next video. Until then, bye bye, take care.